All right, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Welcome back to the Chicken Back End.
Gravy Podcast.
All right, I'm Rory.
I'm Rachel.
All right, so we're your hosts. All right, guys. So this week we're going to be talking about. By the way, before we go into the real things that matter, you see the taxi clown. By the way, you see him DJ now.
Intern DJ now.
Oh, so I did that one dance. A clip came on social media, and the man there dance. And what is even worse, by the way, people, he was DJing about the situation. So in it, his chorus was, "Come out of the car, come out of the car, lift up out of the car." I was like, "See, this is what's wrong."
Yeah, like I told you, people, I don't know.
See, but then what's funny now is that other podcasters, other vloggers were writing about it, saying, "Why are we giving him a spotlight and stuff?" But I'm saying, so. Don't speak about him. Don't put no picture up on the as your thumbnail, so people won't be like, "Oh,
giving him clout."
Yeah." So I don't really want to touch too much, but yeah, I just realized like,
I never know intern DJ.
So I'll send you the clip, let you see it, but obviously I won't play it on here because I'm not trying to give him any more energy. Him don't need the attention.
You beat people, you don't need no clout if you beat people.
Let's go into the more serious things that really. By the way, so did you see the girl who got beaten in Mexico?
I saw the video.
Like, what's going on with that?
Disturbed.
I know. What kind of friends are those?
Allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
Well, not allegedly.
It is what it, yeah. Because apparently there's a video now.
Yeah.
Because somebody, so-called friends, recorded while she was getting beaten while drunk.
Which I don't understand. If I went to Mexico with my friends, well, they clearly weren't friends because you can't beat somebody to death and you claim that you're friends. But if I went to Mexico and I have a friend who's beating me, I'm beating the crap right back out of you.
Well, from what I've heard from the social media, from other news vloggers or podcasters, from the video that, one of our so-called friends recorded, somebody must have asked her, "Oh, aren't you going to fight back?" And she says no. And then even when her dad made a video, he said that his daughter is not a fighter. She's not somebody who would actually retaliate physically. So I'm just saying, that's messed up because...
Yeah, but that's such a messed up way to...
Yeah.
Like, imagine you have a friend. You're gone on a flight with a friend.
Mm-hmm. Vacation. A
And
group of you guys.
And you don't come back because your friend decided to beat you to death? That's really messed up.
But you know what? Before we go further into it, allegedly, I want to say allegedly...
It's confirmed.
No, it is confirmed.
The person is arrested now.
Oh yeah, somebody got arrested.
Yeah,
oh, I didn't know.
They want her extradited to Mexico.
Oh yeah, I was hearing that with Mexico though. By the way, with Mexico, they're apparently a sovereign state. So apparently, what that means is that they'll bring her to court, and she'll go to trial in Mexico and go through their whole.
I agree with that. You beat the people in them countries.
Hey, by the way, I'm not gonna lie, imagine being a Mexico prison versus American prison. Which one do you think worse?
Obviously Mexico. Hello, do you not
But
see the cartels?
you're right. You do the crime, do the time.
Listen, you can't.
But hold on, is it one person or all of them? Because I think all of them should get.
One of them is getting arrested.
Is that the one that's called Snow
the one is
or Winter?
Mm-hmm. Is getting arrested.
So it wasn't a bunch of them beating her.
No.
Oh, it's just one girl.
Yeah.
Oh, and then somebody else recorded.
Filming, yeah.
Either way, it's not right.
That's what I'm saying. What is this filming thing? Like, why are we just filming everything?
That to me is disturbing because here's the thing now. Let's say the girl didn't die, and let's say she does, broken bones, whatever. This film that they have of it, what were they going to use it for? Just to laugh later on?
Just to put it on Twitter?
I know, glorify that they beat up somebody that they used to be friends with.
Do you realize that her neck was basically almost...
Yeah, that's what I'm hearing. Is that somebody jumped on her. The girl jumped on her neck or something like that. And I'm like,
you know
wow.
How messed up that is?
Yeah. I mean, I don't care what that girl did to any of them, if she did anything to them, but...
She didn't deserve to die.
She didn't deserve to die like that.
Nobody deserved to get beaten and dead that way.
Exactly. I mean...
That's just messed up.
Here's the thing, man. I would hope that in 2022 that people will be mature enough to say, you know what? Especially with women, because I always find more men behave like this, so I'm really more disappointed when I saw it was females going at it like this. But you think people would be more mature, Rachel, to say, you know what? After this trip, let's not mess with each other. You erase my number, forget me, and we'll go our separate ways. You know what I mean? But to go this far as to end up killing the person, and not even calling the cops. Apparently they call a nurse, and the nurse or a doctor, sorry, they called a doctor.
And the doctor did the CPR.
CPR. The doctor thought she was drunk and said, you know what, you just need to sleep and whatever. But then I guess when they did a further investigation, they realized no, this person's dead because they left her body there. I'm like, wow, that's messed up. So you guys beat the shit out of her, kill her, and then just leave her body.
It's just so sad. Like honestly,
They went about their life like nothing happened.
Family of this.
Condolence to the family.
Condolences, but like, if I was her mother or her sister, I would want people dead. I am not lying.
Oh yeah, it's naturally in your human, nature to say, oh, you want revenge. You want revenge. Yeah. Like the Bible would say, eye for an eye. Exactly. But here, what you see, the person who recorded it too. I think all of them. How I look at it, people, all of them, because anybody that was in that room, that even if they didn't lay a hand on her, but they were part of it and they knew about it, messed up, and I think they should be all convicted under the Mexican, under the Mexican, take them to Mexico and just let them serve them time. Because you know what, even if you weren't a part of it physically, you were still there, and it's messed up. Why not stop it? Yeah. And then another thing, Rachel, too, is like, okay, let's say you're a messed up person, you're an ignorant person, you watched it, you're like, yo, she deserve it, whatever they want that person, the people who didn't get physically involved. At the end of the day, when they left,
I tried to stop it.
But we know what I'm saying is that, and no, that's true. But I'm just saying that to even leave her body there
and then gone
back, that's what I'm saying. Like,
are you people mad?
That's to me, that's another level of madness, ignorance, just all kind of disrespect. Like,
I'm sorry, I'm loud today, but like
you'd have a saying, who needs enemies when you have friends like that? That's true. I mean, if you have friends like that, you don't need enemies.
This is why we don't have only friends.
Exactly. We don't keep friends, we keep family. Mm-hmm. We keep family. Because if you notice, I only come around my family. I don't really bring any people outside. So, but yeah, I mean, I hope justice, is served. I think all of them, not just one person, everybody.
The person that pressed record.
Yep.
The person that stood there and watched this happen
and cheered it on and all of that. Yep.
Lock your ass up.
Yep.
You deserve it.
Exactly. All right. Unfortunately, you saw the Walmart shooting.
Yeah, I saw that.
How you feel about that one now?
Boy, I just feel it for the families, man. Like, you go to work. Normal shift. We all work. We all go. Some of us work from home. Some of us don't. But you go to work. You do your normal 8 to 5, whatever, late night shift, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And somebody just walk into the break room and kill yourself.
And you know what is disturbing? It's a trend in America, It is a thing in America.
It's like everybody just have demons and then decide, say, yeah, let me just take up an AK-47 and light up everybody in this room.
By the way, you see, when it comes to that demon thing, so apparently he left a note in his cell phone as to why he did what his motive. But my thing is this now, when it comes to black people and always saying the devil made me do it, listen, man, people need to take accountability. There's no devil.
Really not right. Like he real. Like, I'm not trying to get all spiritual on everybody, but you can't ramp with some of them dark things, and we don't know what he was doing with his life.
No, and that's where I was going to say, where you see, maybe it comes down to mental illness when it comes to that, because no sane person is going to just go in there and say, you know what, I've had enough of bullying and whatever, because from what I gathered from the different video clips of the people the victims, well, some of the victims, meaning people who didn't get shot, but, they knew him, they worked there. From what they were saying, that he was somebody a manager that, gave the employees a hard time. Not many people really liked him. And I'm saying, okay, well, that still doesn't obviously justify what he's done. But clearly, something is going on. Exactly, that's what I'm trying to say, yeah. Something, yeah. So that's what I'm saying, where I don't like when people say, oh, the devil made it. No, it's more up there than the devil. Because the devil, here's the thing, you and I experience real ghost stuff. And exactly. So that's the thing, where people, when they say, oh, the devil made it, it's like, I don't think they actually know that that thing is real. Like, there's real spirits out there. And if they did, then it wouldn't be making them do that. They'll be running the opposite. You know what I'm trying to say? Because you and I experience certain things, and that don't make us go cuckoo and want to go shoot up place. I think it's a mental thing, especially in America. It's just more like people don't care about the mental health.
They don't. They laugh about it.
They laugh about it.
It's a joke over there. If you have depression over there, they think it's funny.
Exactly, it's a stigma. People want to stay away from you.
Why is it funny? If
By-
somebody has a mental...
By the way, did you see his mugshot?
He looks crazy.
I was going to ask you know what you thought of it if he looked like
Alright,
yeah.
So I don't like to get into the whole spirituals because people are very
Sensitive. It's a sensitive topic. Yeah.
Unless you have experienced stuff for yourself, you tend to try
Exactly.
and not talk about it. But when I saw his mugshot,
You knew.
I'm not gonna lie.
You knew
I
he was
felt
troubled.
something was attached to him.
To him? Okay, yeah.
And also because he has mental issues.
The two
once
of them
you have
thing.
mental issues and something is not right.
You're right. Yep.
You tend to be a little bit more okay. Let me do it, kind of thing.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. You're
So
totally right.
when I saw his mugshot, I just felt it.
So you saw obviously mental health issues,
So I saw mental health.
and you saw
And I
some
saw
spiritual
whatever darkness
attached
is
to him.
attached to him.
plus obviously in his mind maybe bullying or
Yeah, I mean,
not being appreciated.
You have to treat people with kindness.
You never know what they're going through.
Listen, you don't know what people go through.
Exactly.
There are people out there
Mhm.
that are literally on their last match.
Tru-
And anything you say,
People,
done.
Rachel said it exactly right.
There are people out there that they're absolutely crazy, and
And-
you have to be very careful. What
Exactly.
you say to
Yep.
people.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right because I think a lot of these times still, like you said, people are on the edge and we don't know what they're going through in life,
Yeah.
and then we figured, oh, we can just say whatever we want, and you know what?
Because you've pissed me off. I'm gonna say,
Exactly. And then you look at it
"Oh,
like, well,
dog."
and then we look at it like, well, I didn't really say that much of a insult. You know, it wasn't that harsh. But guess what? To them, maybe they've been going,
them,
through it all their life.
that could
The
have
last
been
straw.
a chip.
Yep.
I know them head chip.
I mean,
it's the last
don't get me wrong, enough people. It don't justify the killing,
justify
or hurting other people. But you know that
mental
saying.
health is real.
But mental health is real, and like they said, there's a saying as well that says, "Hurt people hurt other people."
Exactly.
So, condolence to those victims, the family. I think it's 6 people who died, you know. And then, you know, even to the people who are traumatized that work there,
That's messed up.
they're going to need serious counseling.
That's messed up.
No, it is.
Like some of the interviews I am seeing of a woman saying that she saw brain matter. And
No
all that
way.
stuff.
Yeah?
Hey man, can you blow out him brain right in front of everybody?
Oh, no.
After him tell her to go, that's when she saw it happen.
That would mess me up for a while. I wouldn't
I'm
even be able to
like,
work. I wouldn't be able to sleep.
How can I sleep?
Exactly. How would you sleep? That image would be replaying.
Replaying every night.
Yo, they're going to need
No,
some
there
serious
are
counseling.
people in this world, you're gonna have to be very. I beg you, people.
Very careful with how you
Trust
deal with them. Yeah, man.
Me used to be around people, and me used to say unkind things. Me have to stop because I realize there are people who are not right.
Right, yeah. Yep. And any day now, you said the wrong thing, and that's it.
Anything we have so much gunman in Jamaica that just shooting and killing people. So.
Hey, in Jamaica, I think is a mental health thing too, you know.
And we're not-
Big time,
we're
you know.
not addressing it.
Big time. Exactly.
We're not addressing
We're
it.
addressing everything else but the
Man a
mental
bad
health.
Man. Remember,
Yep.
there's a saying in Jamaica,
Yeah.
man a bad man.
Anything else is just you're soft. You're
fish.
You're a fish.
Yeah, do this.
You're a
Yeah,
girl
do
clown.
that.
So you have to have this macho image, you know, man, a bad man like Rachel say, image. But
Listen, there are a lot of soft people in
Um,
Jamaica.
But to go back to the Walmart thing, I mean, you know, once again, it's condolence to the family. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not trying to sound biased, but I was really shocked when I saw it was a black man, because normally these things are of Caucasian, you know, and not that I'm trying to say, you know, there's a trend,
man can.
black man can do it, but
But normally you would think
yeah,
a crazy white guy would do something like this.
yeah, that is true. I mean,
if we look at the movie theater of The Dark Knight a couple years ago,
Mhm.
that one guy, that man looked crazy, man. That
Oh,
motion
yeah.
has stayed in my brain for years. I cannot forget that mugshot. It's one of those few mugshots I look at and I'm like, yo, this man is freaked in his head.
you knew something was going on.
Yeah.
And I mean, some of these people you can tell, you know, but you know what? I feel like, Rachel, people in America, I don't know, the reason why I'm going to say America is you don't really hear these things happening in Canada.
It happened because Canada have tough gun laws, that's why.
And not even just that, I think the people in Canada are a little bit more,
Oh, you're good?
yeah, you know what I mean, more,
Or, okay, let's take a look at your mental health.
yeah, I think they more show that more support of each other,
Yeah.
more polite, more caring, more,
Sorry, we're just polite.
exactly, yeah.
I mean,
But here's the thing, though. In America now, I really think that they need to really just stop and evaluate what's going on with the shooting and really hit the whole mental health thing really hard in terms of, when you're hiring somebody, you need to go through a whole mental psych test, like seriously, whether it's a written one or a physical one and a mental one in front of a real therapist, just to get where your mind is at before you join the team, you know what I mean? And then also, from what people were saying with this young man, the manager, he was a difficult manager and whatnot. And I'm going to go off on a limb and assume that, maybe they were making fun of him and stuff, and who knows what was really going on.
Well, there has been reports that he has been bullied.
Oh yeah. So this is what I'm trying to say though, is that they need to have certain things in all big jobs, especially like Walmart, Target, whatever, where you have a counselor. You know what I mean? And let's say, even if let's say you are as somebody who's an employee there, Rachel, and you see somebody that's bullying this person, I would hope somebody like you would go to the person, the manager, another manager, counselor, and say, you know what, I see a situation going on, and I think John might be, too rough on X, Y, and Z, and I think it's taking a toll on him. Maybe you want to speak to him, see where his head at. Maybe he needs a vacation time off. You know what I mean? Because
listen, a lot of people have issues at home they're not addressing, and we don't
exactly
know his individual. We don't know his home life.
Exactly.
Don't know his dating life.
Yep.
We don't know anything. It's not like the police come out and say, yes, he was this, he was that. We don't know. We can only assume.
And it's not everybody willing to share their problems. And then
there are a lot of people in this world already who refuse to share their
and I can understand why. Because here what? You see, once again, it's humans, we're the ones who really create these problems, because, when people always says, how are you doing? And people say, oh, I can't complain, Sometimes some people really do need to complain. But they feel like they want to, but they feel like if they do, then people laugh at them and be like, oh, you're not the only one going through it. Oh, you're soft, you're weak. Yeah. But I really do think...
really should just listen.
Exactly. That's all it is. Just listen and be like, you know what?
There are countless times I just listen to people, even if they're wrong, and I don't agree with their ideology.
Just to let them get it off their chest.
I just listen.
Exactly.
And that's why some people call me at work, because they know that I'll just listen. And then they'll ask for my advice, and I'll be like, okay, well, you shouldn't have done this, but this is what I suggest you do.
Yeah,
I tell people all the time, go counseling. It's the best thing you could ever do.
That's what I tell people. I try to tell all the men, the male friends that I know, that they need to.
Man, Jamaican and men
mentality, yeah.
That feel like say them have the bad man image and them bad man and all that stuff, but them have a lot of serious mental issues. Go counseling.
Oh yeah, I mean, like I said, in Jamaica, the government is quick to tackle all these different topics, but when it comes to the mental health,
it's a serious issue.
Yeah,
it's a serious issue in Jamaica. The mental health should be number one priority right now.
Yeah.
That and the crime, those are the two things that the government needs to tackle right now.
Yeah,
especially in young men.
Well, like I said, to go back to this, because we're gonna wind down on this episode, but to go back to the whole Walmart and the shooting thing, I just find that it's an American thing, and I think that the government there needs to really seriously start thinking about how can we tackle the mental health issues, because too many times that mass shooting, it's not like the person just shoot one person, which isn't good, but when you're taking out just everybody because you're hurt and whatever, it's just like, I don't know, man, it's not good.
With America, and I know a lot of the American viewers are not going to like when I say this, but this Second Amendment thing of
to bear
arm with my gun,
yeah.
I have my right to my gun.
Believe in that?
There's a huge problem there, because yes, it's fine to have a gun. The problem is now if the gun's in the wrong hands of someone who's not mentally sane, then that's when you have to worry. If you are a sane person and you can have a carried licensed firearm, meaning you're licensed, you've gone through the training, I would feel safer with somebody who is licensed and understands a gun than somebody who's just like, yeah, I bought it off the street for $50.
Yeah. By the way, speaking about licensed gun and all, did you see that video clip last week in Jamaica? The guy.
Actually, I really thought about that video clip.
But did you get the information as to what happened?
I didn't know exactly what happened.
Talk to me.
I thought he just pulled the gun out on a woman on the side of the street. When I went in the comments now, that's when I started to understand
what really took place.
This lady has apparently been bugging people in Kingston, especially on the strip.
Mental illness, but yeah.
Yeah, so obviously she's not mentally well, and I'm hoping that somebody will take her to see a doctor or a licensed therapist or something.
But yeah.
Anyway, so when I hear that she's been chasing down people,
and taking no for an answer,
and harassing the people them,
and threatening them,
I understood why he pulled
the gun, and it was justified. But but you realize now that whoever is the government that's in charge of the whole guns and license, they took away his gun, they took away his firearm, and they're doing the investigation. But I mean, he was threatened. He felt, threatened. And the thing is, so if you watch the video, not to cut you off, it's not as if he took it out right away. He kept backed up, and you could count.
He knows what he's doing.
Exactly. I think,
if it was another thing where he just started lighting up, and then I would be like...
But wait, no, it goes back to the whole thing where you were saying that people are so quick to take out their phones and record, and then there's no context behind it. You don't know why, whatever.
Because I thought he was just taking out his gun and
just to be bad man, Jamaican bad man image, but...
Like pussy, where you go?
Exactly. Yep.
But when I realized other people have said, yes, I've experienced her on the street. She's been harassing people. They need to take her off the street. Then I can understand.
Well, actually, no, I saw where a young man went this week or past week, and he went to her and confronted her. Was recording her about the whole situation.
Really?
Yeah, and he was saying to her, that the people in charge of the whole guns and license, firearms and whatever, took away his gun. And she's like, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, it's because of you. And she's like, no, man. And he goes, yeah, you're threatening him that you're going to throw acid on him. And she goes, no, I wasn't threatening him. And he was saying to her, listen, I've encountered you more than once. And every time people, you go to people and you ask for money, and they say no, you keep bothering them, you keep threatening them, you keep following. And he goes, listen, you need to say thank you, be polite, and walk away. And you know what's funny and disturbing in these people? After all what he said to her, and she was like, yep, okay, I understand. He goes, okay, bye. And she says, give me money now. And he goes, but I just gave you money. And then she said to her, okay, you have to leave. And she goes, no. And he said, so you're not leaving? She goes, no. He just spoke to her about it.
She's not mentally.
No, clearly she's not mentally there, but I'm just saying, I hope the people who are in charge of the firearms and whatever that would see stuff like this and say,
just doing their due diligence of investigating.
True, and I guess the right thing to do.
They're gonna give him back.
He's gone. I hope so.
But I mean, if you never know the context, you'll be like, yo,
what the hell? But you know what? At the end of the day, I'm happy that nobody lost their life. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Hats off to him. He was able to not use, make anger really overtake the situation and try to be, some bad man like, oh, I justified it. He pulled the gun out on her. She said, all right, enough is enough. And he put it when he went on his way. To me, kudos to him. That showed maturity right there. Because a lot of people, especially... And that's what I'm saying. And then I can tell he knew he was being recorded because he kept looking over. And some people would have tried to, show this macho image and probably shoot her or something and be like, yo, justify and man, a bad man, don't mess with me, send me up on video. But kudos to him.
There are people out there that need their gun taken away.
Yeah.
Because I remember there was a situation in high school.
Mm-hmm.
There was a fight between Calabar, because I used to go to a school across from Calabar.
Mm-hmm.
And literally a pickup truck pulled up.
Mm-hmm.
I was by the gate. 2 shots in the air.
I lie.
Drove off.
Mm.
For what? Over a fight? We're gonna pull guns out just because there's a fight?
Oh, man, a bad man,
My man decides that, yo, man, a bad man to me. Fam, you're not bad. You look stupid.
Exactly. Trust me. They look stupid. I tell you. But anyway, let's close out. Anything you want to say to them? To the viewers?
Get counseling.
Yo, no, seriously though, on a serious note, Rachel is right. Mental health is a serious thing, and I think everybody really needs at least once every 6 months. Because remember, people, we all have everyday trauma, whether it's relationship stress, family, somebody going through it, somebody probably, God forbid, cancer, whatever it is, death in the family. We're all going through stuff, and we need to
resolve it. You need to resolve it.
We need someone we can vent to. And be able to kind of release whatever it is that's bothering us. And that's it. I mean...
And then they can also give you professional help.
Exactly. I mean, people just keep running away from it. And, look at it like...
Run away from your problems. The more you run away from the problems...
More it builds up.
The more it builds up.
And you're getting unleashed on the wrong person.
A lot of these mass shooters,
mm-hmm.
they have so much issues
before
it happens. it just explodes.
Exactly.
And then it becomes something bigger than it should have.
What Rachel said, exactly what it is. And so that's why I encourage people to always have somebody, even if you can't afford counseling, because I know people going to say, oh, me that Jamaica, I can't afford that rate. Hear what? You find somebody who,
Pastor.
somebody who is more mature, more credible, that you can look up to and say, you know what, these people make really good decisions in life, and I can go to them. They won't look at
doctor.
even your doctor. But what I'm trying to say is that, because remember, Rachel, people are going to feel like, oh, well, he going to judge me or she going to judge me. And
nobody judging you.
no, you do have, but that's what I'm saying. You need to find somebody that you're comfortable.
You need to find somebody that have not common sense, but obviously.
But not going to hide the truth as well. So you're right.
It's gonna give you.
You're going to give you the harsh criticism that you need. Mm-hmm. But that's what I'm saying. You need to go with somebody that's older, though, who has accomplished more in terms of, because you don't want to go with somebody your same peers. Like, you guys are still trying to go through the same things in life, trying to achieve goals in life, whatever. You need somebody who's older, more mature, who's been through it, who has the wisdom and can help and guide you. And then also, when you go into that and you vent and you share what's bothering you, please, people, remember, it's only construction criticism. It's not against you. It's not like, oh, I don't like it. It's just to help you. So that's all I can really say to our viewers, and especially Jamaican people. I just think we need to take mental health a lot more serious. And
it's a joke down there.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, please like, share, and subscribe. We'll see you again next week. Bye.